Show is about to begin. Yeah, 20 seconds, 21 seconds, 22 seconds. I'm going to say we're in. Hello, everybody. Hello. What a night, huh? So, last night's show was interesting. I stayed, I don't know how many hours. What was it, a 6 or 7 hour show? I didn't even go and check, actually. I could probably go do that right now just to see how long that show went. It should have tracked properly on YouTube. Hopefully it did. Debbie, Michael, Teresa. Debbie, it is so awesome that you're always here first. I want you to know I love that. I love that you make it like it's like you make an effort to be here first, and I noticed that, and I just love that you do that. Okay, let's go to my. I guess I go to my library, and my videos will come up there. Teresa, Nick, Roger, Kat, Hash, Doc, Karsten. Hello. Hello, it was a 6-hour show? That's what I was just going to check. My uploads to see how long my video was, but I don't see my videos. Where are my videos? History, watch later, playlists recently added, liked videos. Huh, that's weird. Okay, I guess I'll go home. 6.5 hour video? So funny, I can't find the freaking video on my own channel. Where's the button that says videos? YouTube has screwed everything up so bad. Oh, here you go, your videos. I just want to kill them. I want to kill YouTube. And if that makes me a bad person, then granted, I am definitely a bad person because I really want to kill YouTube. I want YouTube to just be a person that I can go look up, just a single person, and then go kill them. With my hands. I don't know. Let's see if YouTube will pop up here. Here we go. My videos. So I'm going to take your word. Hey, Ben, I'm going to take your word for it that it was 6.5 hours. Live. Here it is. 6 hours and 5-minute video, guys. Live for yesterday covering the election. Now, I did pass out, man, at the end of the show. It was about, maybe an hour or two near the end, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I just put it on full screen for you all, and I went to sleep. And then when I woke up, I came back out and I shut the video off. Because I realized we weren't going to have a winner. So, let's see. Where's that video that I put up yesterday? Oh, this says there's 20 people watching. Let's see. Yesterday's video. I just want to see how much of it tracked onto Facebook. I doubt it took all 6.5 hours on Facebook, but YouTube is showing it. Huh. This is not showing how long the video played for. Let me click expand. Remember, you got to click expand, right? Holy shit, the whole thing tracked onto Facebook too. I am so ecstatic, man. Bro, I have got 16 videos up on the internet yesterday, and most of them are over 6 hours. These are so beautiful. I love my little roguey roguesters. I saw the whole thing on Facebook. Hey, Billy Ellison, what's up? Ashley, I'm wondering what happened to you last night. I was exhausted. I was emotionally exhausted from watching that. I really, really, really want Donald Trump to lose, and I'm proud of the fact. In fact, here, I don't want to have any part in this fucking election. But let me see if oh, here we go. 1 second. I was in the right place, but it wasn't in the wrong time. I'm redacting some information here, guys. I'm redacting today. Here, let me redact a little bit. There we go. There we go. I'm very proud of this. I'm going to hold on to this, and I'm going to show this off. Very proud. The Democrats gave us Joe Biden as a response to Donald Trump. It's the same guy to me. There's really not much of a difference. Now, I fucking hate Donald Trump. He doesn't need any more time in that. I say rip these motherfuckers out as soon as you can and replace them. Let them know that we're not going to put up with their bullshit. But the guy that they've given as an alternative to Donald Trump, that's a fucking joke. So I want you guys to see this. You know what this is? It's an unopened envelope. You see how it's sealed? Do you know why? Because this envelope contains my fucking ballot. And I am so proud of the fact that I did not vote in this stupid fucking election. And this is my goddamn... This is my proof that I didn't partake in a sham. And for the next 4 or 8 years, I'm going to be able to hold this fucking up and say, it wasn't me. I didn't vote for that fucking motherfucker and that cunt. I didn't vote for them. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Here's my ballot right here, motherfucker. Now, I wouldn't ever vote for Donald Trump, but I wouldn't ever vote for Biden and fucking cunt Harris either. So fuck them all. This is my proof. Right there. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the fact that I didn't vote in this election. You know, when you got someone like Donald Trump that's raping the country, 4 years is about 3 years too long. They should give these presidents 1-year terms. They'd get a little bit more serious and they would try to do their jobs a lot better, I bet. And they wouldn't be able to fuck shit up and enrich themselves and their families like they do. Barack Obama, guilty. Donald Trump, guilty. I mean, come on. Joe Biden's not even the president. He's fucking guilty of it, too. So, I would love to see... So, is it true Trump 4 more years? No. Dude, Karsten. No, I didn't vote. Fuck no. You voted for me and I didn't vote. That's funny. I voted. Local elections matter around me. President, I wrote my name in as I have done for every presidential election. Hey, man, maybe you'll win. I agree. Less time, more work. Karsten, true. You guys, here's the ticker. Joe Biden is winning. It's going to be very interesting to see if he wins. I would love to see Donald Trump lose. You know? And I will officially do a you're fired fucking dance when it happens. You had to vote against Trumpers in Florida. That I understand. I'm in California. My vote doesn't count here. And you know what's so funny was on Twitter to hear all the idiots that were posting photographs of people that had put Donald Trump's name up in the mountains like the Hollywood sign. And I said, I think it's so funny that people actually went through that much trouble over something that will never happen. Sure enough, look at California, all blue over there. It didn't go red. And so many people were like, oh, it's going to go red. California's going to go red. I'm like, it's not fucking going red. Hey, Jamie, how's it going? Yeah, you know, California ain't going red, motherfucker. And is there somebody else is like, how come California got their votes in before the vote was even finished, and Michigan or whatever state it is won't have their votes in until Friday? I said, because California has learned how to fucking deal with data. You know, they're a little bit more advanced when it comes to fucking thinking. That's why I love living in this state. Trump supporters are still on the streets here selling Donald Trump swag. What a shit show, right, Jamie? It is a shit show. Listen to all my motion sensors going off. Evan Brown says Black Lives Matter. Jamie Lynn says the whole political shit, such a shit show. You did right, says Karsten. Katie Chavez says, hey, I'm in Michigan. I pray we stay blue. You know, we have a Trump swag stand on a guy's property here. Swag stand. You understand, guys, all of my friends out there that are Trump supporters, I didn't vote against you, just so you all know. I didn't vote against you, okay? We can still be friends. Not gonna vote. I kind of thought you were not gonna vote. I admit I was surprised to see your ballot. Well, you know, I don't have to tell you guys whether I voted or not. It's not anybody's business of if I voted or who I voted for. But on this show, you know, I keep it real with you all, and I have no problem exposing that part of my life to you all, because to me, with this kind of an election, with these two ass clowns as a choice, it's really very insignificant whether it's Donald Trump or Joe Biden. It's insignificant. You know, if it was Bernie Sanders, it would have been a big deal. But it's not. You know, if it was somebody that was actually going to if it was somebody who was actually going to benefit people, you know, Joe Biden has specifically said, fundamentally, nothing will change. That's what he told his big money donors. I'm a big money guy. So fundamentally, nothing's changing for me, right? Most likely, whether Trump wins or Biden wins, I'm still going to keep having, you know, massive amount of money. And because like Joe Biden said, fundamentally nothing will change. He's going to keep fracking. He's going to keep sucking the dick of big industry. You know, he might regulate back down a little bit, which should be done. You know, those regulations that Donald Trump removed were just, it was pure insanity. You know, that's pure insanity to just let corporations do whatever they want and don't hold them accountable for the damage they do. Man, that is big trouble, man. That is just a lack of leadership. You know, a leader is supposed to rein things in, and you know, having restrictions on corporations is a huge part of that, or corporations will just take over. These people that call themselves libertarians, and they just want to let corporations do anything that they want, they're psychotic. You know, I would love it if one of those libertarians just for a week moved in next door to a fucking pig farm. You know, just for a week. And see what corporations do when you let them get away with whatever the fuck they want. And then come back to me after smelling pig stench for a week. You tell me if you think corporations should be regulated or not, you fucking moronic libertarian douchebag. You know? No regulations on corporations. It's just hilarious. All right, you guys feel the same? You're glad I'm happy? Yippee, says John Henderson. Doc says that was a crazy reveal. We can be friends even if you voted against me. Doc, I've been saying for weeks that I wasn't going to participate in this election. I told you guys, it's not surprising to people that really pay attention to the show. I told people, I said, this is a horrible selection. I said, I would love to vote against Donald Trump, but I'm not voting for Joe Biden. So you fucked yourselves. You fucked yourselves out of my vote. You know, and I support you guys doing whatever you got to do. You won't vote for Biden because he doesn't support gay marriage. Okay, fair enough. That's everyone's privacy who they vote. Carson, yeah, real deal, Nate. I'm glad. I'm happy. You're all happy. I feel the same. Richard Brennan, morning, J Bone. I feel so indoctrinated for voting. It's okay, Doc. I'm not bringing it. I tell everybody. Did you guys hear that? I heard it. I heard something. Hey, Billy, what's up, buddy? Doc, fell for it. Carson, I fell for it. Bro, listen, I'm glad that people are voting against Donald Trump. I'm not going to do it, but I'm very glad you are, because that man is a criminal monster. He's a fucking outlaw, okay? And he's got the most power of any person in the history of the world, and he's a fucking crook. So that needs to stop. You know? Yeah, I've been saying it for ages. I wasn't going to participate in this election. And, you know, it was the Democrats. You can thank them for taking my California votes away locally, too, because I didn't vote locally on anything. I won't. Fuck you. You know, you give me Joe Biden and you want me to participate in the election? Fuck you. How about go fuck yourselves? You're on your own. You know, and I applaud you if you take the monster out of the Oval Office. I applaud you. And I will even get up and do a dance for you. And you know what? That's all I will do for you. That's it. Used to not talk about who they're voting for. Right? You know, everyone used to be friends. No one would say who they were voting for. It was a big mystery. I support whatever y'all do, but I did not participate in this one at all. Kimberly Ortiz, I'm with you, hun. Whoa, I heard some shit, says J-Bone. Karsten, replying to J.G. Pagey, your choice, who you vote. Michael, I know you hate them both, but it's got to be one of them. Who would you rather see hit that chair? Well, I want to see Donald Trump fired. Okay? I want to see him fired, and I'd like to see him executed, too. You know, for crimes against humanity, for the 230,000 dead Americans. I would like to see Donald Trump executed for those crimes. But, you know, that's just me. I'm not saying that it's his fault, but I'm saying I would like to see him blamed with it. Certainly, I would like to see him blamed with it, and I would like to see him executed for it. Whether it's his fault or not, I'm not blaming him for it. I'd just like to see him executed for it. But you won't vote against him, Lol. Nope, not going to vote. Because if voting for Biden, I can't justify that. Owen, lol. He has done things that no one would ever get away with. He needs to be sitting in a jail cell. I agree, Katie. John, you think Trump is going to leave the country if he loses? No. Owen, he's going to win, says Owen. I don't know who he is, Owen, you fucking idiot. Lisa Fearney, hey, Nate, make Krylon great again. Hey, Mr. Nate, much love, fuck Trump. Okay, Biden already has popular vote. Yes, he does. I'd like to see Trump fired and crimes against the backstop of Brexit. Jacob, right on. I just thought, not Trump again, but I see it looks good for Biden. I'm calm now. Oh, right on, Karsten. Teresa, I didn't vote. They're both idiots. Right on, Teresa. You and I both. Ashley, my mom always told me two things. You don't ask people about politics and religion. Ashley, well, let me tell you something. Your mom was wrong. Okay? That's why we have idiots in the world, Ashley, because we let people get away with their moronic religious and political beliefs, Ashley. So your mom was wrong, okay? She was wrong. You definitely, and I like that you're laughing about that, because I think you know she's wrong. Yeah, I can't vote for either of these fucking clowns. Haha, off with his head, says Richard Brennan. 238 to 213. I just got to say this. It's not looking good for Donald Trump or Donald Trump supporters right now. Not to rub salt into the wounds or anything, but I'm totally going to rub salt into your wounds. So you might want to leave my show when Donald Trump loses this election, because I'm going to be right here dancing a river dance jig of unforgettable proportions. He don't want out of office because they are going to arrest him. He's going to jail. How can he pardon his friends for crimes they should be doing life over, Katie? I don't know. Presidential pardons are the stupidest thing in the whole world. We give presidents so much power and so much leeway to do whatever they want. It's wrong. They don't deserve that, you know? They abuse it, obviously. No, I know that's wrong. Oh, okay, Ashley. Michael, I didn't vote either. Nay. All right, good. Vote none of the above, man. Trump already declared victory. Yeah, I know. But Biden has come out and declared victory, too. Both of them has. Wonder if Melania is packing yet. Kool-Aid is about gone. Riverdance jig, says Nick Brown. He's ready for that Riverdance jig. And that's going to happen if Joe Biden wins this election. And it won't be because Biden won. It'll be because Donald Trump lost. You know, Kamala Harris is a cunt. Joe Biden is a fucking giant piece of shit. I will hate both of them equally as much as I hate Trump and Pence. I promise you that. I will hate them. I will despise them. I will call them both cunts You'll get all of that for the next 4 years or so if they win this election. So don't run off, okay? But just know I am happy that Trump's going to lose, and I am going to celebrate it. But don't be mad at me, okay? Don't be mad at me. I deserve it. He's a racist, and you know it. You know Trump's a racist. We've all seen it. We've all heard him. You all know that he could have promoted masks, and he chose not to. Most of us, when we go out in public, we wear masks. We're smarter than the fucking president of the United States. I mean, if that doesn't give you pause, nothing will. So you're on your own, you know? You're going to have to fucking listen to me laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and dance and laugh and smoke and laugh and dance when that motherfucker gets fired. When he gets fired, I'm going to be so happy. Do you really think Biden will win? Ashley, I think Joe Biden's already won this election. That's what I think. He might have declared victory, but he sure made an ass out of himself because he lost the states. He swore he won, Katie, right? Denise, Sleepy Joe will not win. I think Sleepy Joe's got this in the bag, Denise. Y'all, but you're welcome to put your opinions up right now, whatever, because we don't know. Right now, the numbers are not in your favor, Denise. Y'all, I have to go get my mom's death certificates. I'll be back. Don't want to miss Nay's dance. Death certificates? That sucks. Your mom died? Why'd your mom die? Denise Osgood. Denise Osgood Rhodes, not looking so good for you. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to everybody. You know, best of luck to all of you. I want everyone to be happy, you know, and I know, unfortunately, with an election, it's probably not going to be the case, but I want y'all to be happy no matter what. You know, I don't want you guys to be sad, and I know Trump supporters aren't going to want to watch me sit here and dance, but you guys give me that, at least, even the Trump supporters out there, even if you voted for Donald Trump, sit here and watch me dance. I mean, you owe me that. Because I've had to watch what Donald Trump has done to poor people, hungry people, people of different color, people of different ethnicities, people from different countries, and just people for the last 4 years. I just want one dance. Don't run away. There's so many people are leaving right now. You know, God, man, you guys are pussies. You fucking Trump supporters are such pussies, man. Jesus fucking Christ. It's not going to be as fun if you guys leave. It's not going to be as fun. Don't show me that you're a bunch of fucking pussies, man. Everything that I've said about you over the past 4 years will have been right. This is your chance to prove me wrong, man. If you're a Trump supporter and you lose this election, stay, hang out, be my friend, man. I hate Joe Biden and cunt Harris just as much as you do. I promise you that. I promise you I fucking hate them both. I will be your friend. We can bind together against Biden and cunt. You know? I'm here. I'm stay on here while we drive. Kimberly, right on. So, you guys, Trump supporters, don't be a bunch of fucking pussies, man. Jesus fucking Christ. You guys acted like your shit didn't stink for the last 4 years. You guys are so proud of yourselves and your fucking dear leader, and now that I'm threatening to do a fucking 3-minute dance, you guys, your little dicks have shriveled up so much and your tails are in between your legs, you shoved them right up your fucking tight little buttholes, and you ran out of my goddamn live stream over that? Dude, stop it. If you are a Trump supporter, stop showing me that you guys are a bunch of pussies. Okay? Stay, watch the show, man. Have a spine. Fuck, please prove me wrong. This is your chance. This is your chance to prove to me that Trump supporters are fucking cool. This is your chance. All right? I've spent the last goddamn year smoothing things over with all of my audience to tell you guys, hey man, if you're a Trump supporter, okay. If you support Biden, okay. If you're in the middle, okay. I'm okay with that. And now that your guy's losing, you're making the choice to not watch my show? I really wish I could see every Trump supporter that acted like my friend for the last 4 years that won't watch today because their boy is fucking losing. I want to know who all of you pussies are. This is true. I really thought that Trump supporters had a fucking thicker spine than Democrats. I did. And you guys are going to prove me wrong today? Don't do that, man. Don't do that. When I was walking down the side of the road, right, something flew off my Jeep. 2 people pulled over and asked me if I needed assistance. They both had Trump 2020 bumper stickers on their pickup trucks. They were both older men. On that day, I said, you know what? Trump supporters are all right. Trump supporters are all right. Because it's pretty obvious I don't look like a fucking Trump supporter. You know, I look like a fucking hippie. It's pretty fucking obvious. And those old men didn't care. They fucking stopped and said, hey man, you need a ride? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Understand this. On that day, Trump supporters won my love back. Don't screw it up for them, man. Don't run away from me today because you support Trump. Okay? It's just a dance, and I fucking earned it. I deserve it. And you shouldn't be upset about it, man. Don't be upset about it. Like I said, I fucking hate Joe Biden, and I hate cunt Harris just as much as you. So stay and watch and be our friends, man. Okay? I hope that... Because, you know, we had 69 people watching, and when we started talking about this, I saw people dropping off, and I know what that is. Hello?
Please press 0 now to ensure you are on the most updated coverage with the best rates available. At the 0...
We got music.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Mark. I'm with the House Enrollment Center. Can I have a minute with you on the phone, sir?
Yes. I have 59 people with me on a podcast. We're smoking cannabis live on YouTube.
All right, so I'm going to remove your name and number from our contact list, sir. Have a nice day.
Okay, go fuck yourself. Now, it wouldn't matter if you were a Trump supporter or a Biden supporter. You would support what I just did to that fucking phone solicitor, right? There's a place... Guys, I'm not doing this hypocritically, and I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm seriously pointing out facts to you all. We do have a lot in common, and we should be friends. And, hey, man, if Joe Biden was losing and Donald Trump was winning, I would be here doing a show just the same, man. I wouldn't be dancing a jig, but you guys would be able to celebrate on my live stream. So, I understand you might not feel that good about this. I don't feel good about it either. And either one of these guys is a douchebag to run the country. Okay? And the vice presidents that they have serving under them, douchebags and cunts and douchebags, all of them. Like I said, I hope North Korea fucking nukes the White House when everybody is there. North Korea and Iran together. In conjunction. You know, North Korea in conjunction with the Iranians. They could definitely pull something like that off. We've got people on the ground there. We're watching this closely every day. InfoWars, clearsandplanet.com. Make sure you get over to those websites and check us out. We're doing this all the time for you to make sure that we've got your best interests at heart. I'm going to start with a fresh green one. This one was half smoked, but I'm going to start fresh. You love when I dance a jig? I knew you don't vote. Yeah, right? I said I wasn't going to vote in this fucking bullshit election. Pedo Joe saying that he will legalize. What? John, you have a link? Dude. You know, it's better than fucking rapist Trump then. Dude, if John, are you full of shit? Because I haven't heard this. I haven't heard this from anybody. Dude, if he wanted to win the election, he would have announced that a month ago. And I would have voted for Joe Biden if he had announced it. Oh yeah, I would have. I totally would have voted for Joe Biden, but they didn't announce it. Leon, right on, buddy. I'm not going to say the other name because he's a dishonorable leader, but I do not want Biden to get that seat. Michael Goldsmith, you won't say his name. You guys on the internet that won't say his name or misspell his name are so funny. I heard it come out of his own mouth. You guys think you have so much power, don't you? I heard it come out of his own mouth. Show me a link. Okay, you saw it somewhere, so show me where, John. Just give me a link, John, okay? Because I'm not going to waste time on bullshit. Many, many times people will come in and they will say things and they've got no news, they've got no link, they've got no evidence or video to back up what they say. I'm giving you the opportunity, John, to back up what you say real quick here, buddy. All right? Back it up. Give me some evidence, all right? I'd love to see anywhere where Joe Biden talks about cannabis. You know? And I'm sorry I didn't hear about this yesterday. If he really is talking about legalizing cannabis, I would have gone out and voted for him yesterday. But his message didn't reach me, so they're not doing their job. Once again, poor fucking leadership. You're making some Pete's coffee just like me. Pete's coffee just like me. Treat yourself to some Pete's. Carson, he says, me too, not dance, but I cheer. Right on. Carson, you guys that don't know, Carson's in a wheelchair. Right on, Carson. Cheers, Nate. Enjoy watching you. Let's hope this dumpster fire election's over soon, right? Joe, right? Cup of Joe and Joe? Good ass coffee. No, just good coffee. It's good coffee. I wouldn't call it ass coffee. Corona Pastor says, I am still banned. Cheers, nay, peace. Biden campaign said about 2 weeks ago about Biden campaign said about 2 weeks ago about cannabis. Check for Kamala saying it. No link, just memory. Why wouldn't you brought this up on my fucking live show, Steve? Fucking douchebag. Biden is going to decriminalize cannabis, says Jacob. Well, where are you guys getting all this information from? Wait a minute, excuse my French, but this is a damn fine cup of coffee, says Joe. Wait a minute. Wait a moment, please. Just wait a moment. Yum ass coffee. I'm shocked you wouldn't know that Biden wants just what you want, nay. Jacob, you know, you talk a lot. Jacob, you have some proof to back up your bullshit, Jacob? You got some proof, bro? You got a fucking link instead of sitting there trying to call me out, you little bitch? Hope Biden wins. Trump sucks ass. Right on, Corona Pastor. Billy says, Biden thinks cannabis is addictive. He doesn't support cannabis. That's why he spoke of decriminalization a while back. That's not legalizing. Way to go, Billy. He pledged to decriminalize cannabis, says Dave C. Jeffrey. Just looked it up. And fuck, I can't wait to see what happens. Did I just hear sophisticated nay? I spoke to Biden on a live stream. You got it recorded, bro? Did you record it? I saw a report, too, where they said they will decriminalize drugs. I'm waiting for a fucking link. You know, I got 20 motherfuckers in here telling me, oh, they're going to decriminalize. They're going to... Give me a fucking link. Let me read it. Let me see what's said. Let me see how it's worded. Okay? Because these fuckers can be tricky. If this is true... Not any of you thought that this was pertinent information to bring to my show? You guys have no idea if this is true, and all of you have been sitting on this information, and none of you thought that it was something that you should bring up on my live stream, how fucking angry I'm going to be at all of you. Just waiting. All right, here we go. Wait, it's all starred out, bro. Moment.net. Oh, marijuanamoment.net. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna go with any fucking website that uses the term marijuana. That's not legit. Fuck that shit. You guys got something legit? Find me something legit. A legitimate video of them saying it. A legitimate news source, not something with the word marijuana in the name. And it says decriminalization plan is meaningless in that link too. Nobody can supply me the link though. Marijuana moment. Oh, whatever. Fuck that shit. Fuck that racist bullshit. Have you ever watched Marcus Velci playing a song? Corona Pastor, if you can't stay on topic, I'm going to block you from my live stream, okay? That's your first warning. We're talking about something totally different. Don't be a fucking narcissist. Decriminalizing is a step in the right direction, but it's not good enough. Cannabis needs to be completely legalized anyway. Jacob, here we go. No, once again, potguide.com. Once again, I'm not going to a website with pot in the fucking website, dude. Are you kidding me? Pot guide? Yeah, that's legit. No, no. Find me, like I said, Jacob, find me from a legitimate news source, not some fucking, you know, stupid fucking website that doesn't even realize to call it cannabis. You can't find a legit source. Isn't that interesting? Huh? Isn't that interesting, Jacob? Nobody can find it. We have not devoted nearly enough science or time to deal with the pain. There's got to be a better answer than marijuana, Biden said. Yeah, Billy, what year was that? You guys put the dates next to your quotes, please. Let me know when these people said this. Everything changes over time. You know, cannabis is definitely making moves. Medicare from 65 to 60. I have no link. Right. Nobody can come up with a link. Okay, here we go. Boston Globe. Here we go. All right. Thank you, Jacob. Okay, we'll check this one out. Jacob's just working his ass off. Thank you, Jacob. I'm assuming these words are marijuana. Fucking so stupid, making me type racist bullshit. Alright. Page not found. Page not found, bro. Boston Globe, page not found. Sorry. Yo, Terry Gordy, what's up, buddy? Heating lemon cake, right on, Stukes. Biden forgets his own name, and he is still better than Trump. It's crazy that either one of them didn't say anything about cannabis. Good to see an actual normal guy doing this instead of just the media. Pierce, Travers, please, Pierce, please consider subscribing to all my channels, bro. Joe, what's up, buddy? It's my cousin. More people using cannabis now than ever, says Dave. Billy says, CNBC. Okay, why a win for Biden could be a win for cannabis from CNBC. Looks like he's the first one to get a legit link. Okay, Joe Biden and Harris support adult use marijuana decriminalization. You know, because we're all fucking criminals for using it. And you guys be very cautious when you hear politicians saying they want to decriminalize. They're calling you criminals. Okay? That's your first red flag right there. No one should use the word decriminalization when talking about cannabis, okay? You're not criminals. The criminals are the ones that are taking cannabis away from people for no reason at all. Dude, I can't read this. They're ad blocking me and shit. Fuck off. Dude, they're ad blocking me on fucking CNBC.com, and I'm not going to deal with it. You know, fuck you. Not going to read that article either. But they're using, and you guys pointed this out to me before. Several of you said decriminalization, decriminalization, decriminalization. Ah, okay. Yeah, they're not talking about access for all. They're talking about calling you all criminals. Passing legislation that brands every single person a criminal. Oh, but we're going to look the other way for you criminals. We're going to look the other way, but you're still a bunch of fucking criminals. Fuck you. No thank you. And with that word comes laws, restrictions. That Boston Globe article, basically Tom Engel's view, not the candidate. Biden's campaign pledge was on cannabis. That's fucked up. Yeah, you know, I really would like to see it from Joe Biden. I'd like to see the campaign pledge from Joe Biden. Can you offer me that? Can anybody produce Joe Biden saying he's going to do it? Can you show it to me on his website? You know, I mean, what, you got to go to you got to type in Google, you got to type Biden on cannabis. Let me see what comes up. Okay. Biden campaign urges voters to tout his marijuana decriminalization pledge. All right, let's see. Let's see his pledge. All right, I think I found it. From Marijuana Moment. Fuck. I'm voting to decriminalize marijuana use. 17 templates on Biden-Harris campaign site says. I'm voting to oh. No. He's not doing that. That's a pledge that he wants other people to make. The campaign seemed to select issues that poll best among young people, but consistent with Biden's platform, they chose to go with simple decriminalization rather than full legalization. Dude, he's lying. He's not going to decriminalize dick for you. You guys are getting fucked up your asses so bad with this. Dude, Joe Biden and Barack Obama were president and vice president for 8 years. They never did it. You guys are fucking suckers. That's why I don't vote for fucking liars like Joe Biden. You guys aren't going to get dick from him. This is my ballot. It does not go in. Fuck Joe Biden. Don't be fooled, you guys. He's decriminalization. Really? Really? Oh, he's going to decriminalize it. He doesn't even know what the fuck that word means. Somebody gave him that word so that he wouldn't have to commit to full legalization. And even that's bullshit. Legalization is bullshit too. Any law regarding cannabis is bullshit. Anybody that disagrees with me can suck my fat, trendy cock. Open wide, motherfucker. All right. Cyber style. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't for all. Cheers, everybody. We'll call this one 420 in Newfoundland. Yeah, dispensaries were getting raided in California under Obama. That fucking dick. Don't forget, guys. You might want to email Biden. Jacob, why the fuck would I email Biden and ask him about his cannabis plans? Jacob, he's a politician. He is a liar. You are placing your penis in the mouth of a garbage disposal, dude. And you're fucking flipping the switch on and hoping it doesn't rip your dick off. You're sitting here trying to convince me that Joe Biden wants to decriminalize cannabis? Is that what you're trying to do, Jacob? Because he said that? Because he said the words? Like a week before the election, he said the words? Like I said, he had fucking 8 years, man. He had 8 years to do it. He doesn't even understand what cannabis is. Michael Goldsmith is smoking Dozy-Do. He's chum, says Stoots. He don't give a shit about cannabis. Cannabis for all. No laws or regulation. Vodava. 1266. Thank you, Vodava. It's all horseshit. My goodness gracious, is this insane? Obama was a liberal. No problem, nay. Steve running. Azusa closes dispensary as fast as they open. Is that a city in California? He's had 40 in office and only pushed for harsher. 40 years in office. Dude, let me turn off my motion sensor. I think my neighbors are out there doing some shit. That'll solve that problem. I apologize for that, everyone. I'm sorry. I sometimes I ignore those beeps. I always glance at my cameras when I hear them. But yeah, that's out on the street. Statewide legalization is just money trees for the feds. State legalizes, waits for your business days, and then lets the feds come collect your saves and bond on your head, releases you and repeats. We don't want to convince you of anything. I just think we all saw a report on YouTube about it. Yeah, nobody bothered to fucking tell me. Just leave Nay out in the cold. Yeah, Joe Biden's talking about decriminalizing cannabis, but let's not tell trendy Nay. Let's not mention that on his live show. Every single one of you that had seen that article came to my live show repeatedly and never mentioned it. Every single one of you, horrible people. I just want you to know that. You're all horrible people. How does it feel? And press number 1 if it feels good to be a horrible person. Go ahead. Go ahead, press number 1 if it feels good to be a horrible person. Press number 1. I'm going to do a bong hit for all the horrible people out there. I'm going to do a bong hit for all of the horrible people out there. Press number 1 if it feels good to be a horrible person. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cyber style, top of the hour. Cheers, everybody. John Henderson's a horrible person. I love it. Cheers, John. So, this is getting interesting and exciting. Looking for it now. I never heard of that because I knew his dumbass thought it was addictive. Carlos Ramos. Doc Holland. Thank you, Doc Holland. Know anything about it until now. Teresa Stukes. Cheers. Jacob. 1. Jacob's like, it feels good to be a horrible person. Steve Roney. I was hoping for a lot more ones. But, okay, that just shows me that you guys probably didn't hear about it. So, Joe Biden is floating the whole decriminalize cannabis thing, and he's not being really loud about it. And there's a reason why I haven't heard about it. Because he's only trying to reach a certain... I'm 52 years old, man, right? They're trying to reach young voters. So, all of the younger people out there, you guys are literally getting targeted by that little bit of information on the internet. It's crazy how that works, and people like me aren't seeing it. And that's fucking idiotic. Because people like me do podcasts for people like you, and then we tell you about it, and we say, hey man, maybe you should consider that now when you go vote. At least one of them is talking about cannabis, and it's not Donald Trump. He's been in there for 4 years, and he hasn't done it. And you could say, well, he legalized hemp. He made hemp available or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but he didn't give you the most important part of cannabis, and that's the pain relief. You know, or the fucking goddamn relief from this fucking election, man. You know, the relief from COVID, the relief from 2020. You know? The relief of the fact that fucking everything that's happening this year. This is the worst year of my life. 2020. Guaranteed. Press number 1 if 2020 is the worst year of your life. And hey man, I became a millionaire in 2020. It's the worst fucking year of my life. Press number 1 if 2020 is the worst. Mitchell Ariz, this is for you, Mitchell. This Bong Rip is for you and everybody else who presses number 1 because I need support right now. Dave, thank you. Daniel, thank you. Vadava, thank you. Jennifer, thank you. Teresa, thank you. Karsten, right on. Billy, thank you. Karsten, thank you. Avery, thank you. Jesse, thank you. Jesse, and Jesse. Make Krylon great again. Thank you. Billy Ballantyne, thank you. Brian Doggett, thank you. Michael Goldsmith, Jesus fucking Christ. This is the most ones I think I've ever seen on a poll, guys. Stephen Running, thank you. Carl Williams, 1, thank you. Carlos Martinez, 1, thank you. Holy shit. Dude, I do these polls every day. And usually, 10 people will participate. There'll be 40 people, 50 people in the chat. 10 people usually participate. I swear, this is the most amount of people that I've ever seen participate in a poll on this live stream. And so I want to say, I'm not worthy to all of you guys. Thank you for doing that. You've really impressed me. Thank you for doing that. And I'm sorry that this is the worst year of all of our lives, man. Here, let me turn the lights on a little bit. If I dim this, I'm a dim-wit for not thinking of this. Just dim it a little bit. We can still see outside, but it should lighten it up in here. Hey, there we go. Now you guys can see me. Cool. Oh, Mitchell Ariz, this is for you, brother. You hit that 1 quick, bro. You're like, yeah, 2020 is the worst year of my life, and I'm not afraid to fucking say it quickly. And when you guys participate in those polls that I do on this live stream, I freaking love it. I love reading out your names when you guys do it. I lost it all in 2020. Yeah. Could be laid up in Hawaii right now, but not worth it. Nay is a leader. Daniel. All right. Cyber style, guys. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is for all. Cheers. I got that alien overlord, man, that I just grew this year. Can't complain about that. Yo, Enoch, what's up, brother? Dab sweat from a bong rip. Wow. But, but there's no medical benefit to cannabis. It just makes sweat pour out of your sweat glands. But it's got no medical benefit. They should use that when they're doing facials. They should give somebody a dab when they're doing facials. exfoliate. Exfoliate. You think Biden needs PA? I don't think so. Does he? Does Biden need Pennsylvania? Okay, Google. I don't know where my phone is. Can anybody verify Cobra Dad saying that Biden needs Pennsylvania to win? Is that true? It's true? Dude, so what's that mean, Cobra Dad? Because he's going to lose that state, right? Oh my goodness. What a bong rip that was. Sweating all the toxins out, right? I blocked someone right back. No. Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie. Cobra Dad Electric, you're all getting hectic. If you're missing a show, then you better go to YouTube and check out Cobra Dad Electric. Cobra Dad Electric. On Instagram. Cobra Dad Electric. And it's what's the name of Jimbo's channel? Is it Jimbo Electric? Jimbo Bully? Jimbo American Bully. You guys follow Jimbo American Bully on Instagram. Bitch. That's Cobra Dad's dog. That's Rogan's brother. Hey, Rogan got to go hang out with his mom and his dad and his uncle and his brother yesterday, bro. That's why he's sleeping so good today. They were all over him, bro. He was just like, and Slayer's all up on his neck the whole time, just smelling his neck, smelling his neck, smelling his neck. And Rogan's just being cool because he's at their house. When they all came here, Rogan was bullying all of them until Mama had enough. And then she came up next to Rogan and Rogan calmed down. They're very aggressive when they want to be, and they understand their body language real quick. Mama doesn't like seeing the dogs get aggressive with each other, and then she'll get in there and she'll decide who she has to fucking get. It's crazy. But yeah, they all got along. Nobody got mean or anything. Biden has 69.7 million votes. That's the most in United States history. Wow. Wow, really, Doc? It's nice they reunite from time to time. Yes, it is, Karsten. It is nice. Replying to Nick Brown so far. Did I take any videos of them playing? Where's my phone, man? Why won't I get up and find it? That's an even better question. Wait, let me put my mind on this for a second. Where is my phone? And do I still have coffee left? And I do. Dude, I need that freaking phone. You know? I keep looking around here like it's magically going to appear, but I'm almost positive it is not here. Yo, Cobra Dad. Cobra Dad, do me a favor, bro. Will you go on, right now, if you can, will you go on Facebook Instant Messenger and, instant message call me on Instant Messenger Facebook, bro, so I can hear where my phone is? Dude, sometimes there's times when, I don't know, when I ask something or whatever, and the chat just stops. Like, you guys can tell when the chat stops, right? You can tell it stops moving, right? And I'm just sitting here, and nobody is saying anything, and I'm like, I'm wondering, what's up? What's up, everybody? Why did everybody stop talking? Did everybody stop talking, or is my chat not working? That's what I wonder. I don't know. Interesting, you know, is that earlier we were talking about, I didn't realize I was wearing the shirt. We were talking about decriminalization, and then I mentioned legalization, and I said, not even legalization. I don't want to bug you what you're doing. Aw, you guys are sweet. You don't want to bug me. I love you guys. You guys are great. You guys are the best goddamn audience. I want you to bug me. Let's talk. Waiting for the phone to ring. Well, I was waiting for Cobra Dad to say, okay, bro. But he never did. Cobra Dad, are you still there, bro? Cobra Dad, Cobra Dad, Cobra Dad, Cobra Dad, Cobra Dad. What am I smoking on? Teresa's like, if I had your number, I'd call you. What are you smoking on? I'm smoking on some Alien Overlord that I grew this year. If you guys had tuned into my live stream, you would have seen the garden. I could pull the garden up, I guess. Can I? Can I do it? I don't know, man. I'm going to try to do it. Hold on a second. We're just going to go to a... Oh, look at y'all over there. Look at y'all just hanging out. Look at y'all just hanging out over there. Aren't y'all cute? Isn't that special? Aren't y'all special? Look at that. That's special. Bye. Alright, that's gotta go. This is what we're gonna do. It's crazy, isn't it? What's up with that? Why does it change when I click that? Crazy. Okay, whatever. Oh, unreal, pal. Don't listen to me. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, yeah, right. Psst. Nobody even does that, pal. Psst. Nobody's doing that anymore, pal. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring up the greenhouse. The solar panels are back up, which is nice. That's a beautiful thing to see. I can't believe we lost Cobra Dad right when it happens all the time. I'll try to talk to somebody, and they'll get disconnected, and they'll sit there and wait, and then I don't get to hear back from them, and then I'm like, okay, blah 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 blah, blah. Psh, whatever, pal. Psh, unreal. Nobody even does that. Nobody's doing that anymore, though. All right, there's the grow. If you guys want to see the garden, so we grew 6 plants in those. There's 6 pots there, and each pot, you can see the stems off of that plant number 1 right there coming up off the center of that pot number 1. Each pot is 250 gallons of soil that I that I made. It's really easy to make, and all that information is free at naysgarden.com. It's all free information. It's all there for you if you want to learn how to make my soil and the techniques, everything. And you don't have to pay anything. You just go there. When you get to the website, free, there's a link at the top. It says grow 4 pounds. Click that link. Oh, you called? Thanks, Cobra Dad. I sang for you, bro. I didn't hear it ring, man. I don't know where my fucking phone is. Thank you for calling me, bro. I just, I didn't want to get up to get the phone, but there was, for some reason, I wanted to grab it, and I can't remember why, so fuck it. So I grew 6 plants. The first plant, Jack Hare. The second plant and third plants were Alien Overlord, what I'm smoking right now. And then the fourth plant was Sweet Afghani Delicious. I've got that right here, if you'd like to see the Sweet Afghani Delicious. That's what this looks like. Then the 5th and 6th plants were Jack Hare. So I'm about to put my buds into storage, right? And before I do, I'm going to open them all up and make sure there's no more must smell in any of the bins. And then I'll know I can store them without worrying about mold or mildew or anything starting. So lucky for you, I'm going to do it for you right now. And you get to see these bins of cannabis that I'm going to be opening up. This is, we could just start from the back of the grow, plant number 6. This one right here, I'll just put this right here. Plant number 6, Jack Hare. Here I could show these to you. Actually, I think I fit all 6 right here, right behind me. So the total yield on the 6 plants was 22.5 pounds of untrimmed cannabis. Stems and leaves don't really weigh a lot. So, you try to chop off all the biggest stuff anyway so you get a more accurate weight. Okay, this is Jack Hare, plant number 5. We could just put all these lids together since they stack. They stack us so nice. This is plant number 5, all summed up into a single bin. Jack Hare. You have, Cobra Dad, do you have that triage oil, bro, for that too? You're gonna need that. All right. And we've got, let's see over here. I've got this tray. It's just totally full of junk. I love it. I love it. All of this junk here on this tray. Let's go. Here we go. These over here. going to be right here. Sweet Afghani Delicious. This is plant number 4. Now, this is the lowest yielded plant right here. I think we got 2 pounds. Great. And let's see, we'll just go like this, like we normally do. And now we've got Alien Overlord, plant number 3. This was a higher yielding. This is a heavier bin. Turn this fan off, and oh, it smells great. It smells really good. Here. Okay. That's 3. And then we've got plant number 2. This is also Alien Overlord. This plant did really well. It just got, this one had spider mites on one side really bad. I had to deal with that bullshit, but I took care of it. Yeah, it smells great. It smells great. Kept yours in the box. Right? Right? I knew you would, bro. I knew you would. I knew that was your thing, bro. I know what's up. I know what's up with the collectible life, son. And now we've got this. This is plant number 1, the one closest on the camera. And it took both of these bins right here. Both of these bins. And we can just take these. Go like this. Great. Now, we let these air out for, you know, maybe maybe an hour or less, and I put them into storage. I could even tape them closed, you know. Said on my whatever TN, Biden is 227 and Trump is 217. Yeah, how can it go down? Well, this will probably go down too, because they'll credit a state that just totally looks like it's almost done, and they'll be counting the votes, and it'll change. It changes. So the numbers have to change when they do that. It happens. So it'll be interesting. This should go down then. If that's what just happened. 238. Did that just say 217? I swear to fuck that just said 217. I'm losing my mind. That is so funny. It says on your Facebook. Oh, that's the Facebook, official Facebook ticker thing that they got. It's exciting. You know, it's exciting. Because it is possible that Donald Trump wins this election, man. You know, it's possible, and it's just not looking like it right now. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Joe says 227 is without Arizona. Oh, so what did Arizona just flip for? Did Arizona just flip for Trump? Everybody? Hey, Amy. We're having fun. We're keeping track of what's going on with the election right now. They say Biden's got Arizona locked. Biden was ahead in one state by like 35,000 votes, and I think it was Arizona, but I might be mistaken. Wow. I mean, we could close the garden software because that takes up my bandwidth here. But let me do this. If you guys want, because I don't mind doing it. Let's just see what they're saying. John King, you know, John King, I think he must have slept last night, but he's back over there on CNN. He's got that magic wall, dude, and he knows the shit. So let's just see what he's saying. Let's see what John King's saying about it. Right? Fucking pills suck, bro. Did you say you were out of that shit, bro? I asked you if you had any triage oil left. I don't know what your answer was. Yeah, 227 to 213 is what CNN is saying. So here, let's go to their live and just see what John King is saying. Because John King will be fucking dissecting this shit, and I get into it, man, because I want to hear all the history. He's got all the fucking history of the way votes go in these states and shit, and it's really interesting, man, to see how people are changing and why, and they talk about it, you know? Let me see if I can get this feed going for you. It was being so tricky yesterday. It's one of the things that was exhausting me. Was trying to get CNN running for you guys. Let's see what happens. Up, 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 up.
Here and there, some absentee ballots to still work through. So the jurisdictions I mentioned, the city of Detroit, the city of Flint, the city of Grand Rapids, the city of Kalamazoo, those are our largest jurisdictions that are still outstanding. But we also do have smaller jurisdictions as well. And we expect that the tabulation, the votes counting that are happening right now in all those jurisdictions, that we will have a significant, if not full update by the end of today. That's our hope. You know, a lot of things can still happen because, again, we're being methodical. And if we have to go in tomorrow, we will. But our hope is that, and we've kind of said this consistently since this morning, that we can get through the vast majority of these counts and jurisdictions by the end of today.
Anderson, if I could sneak one more in quickly, Secretary Betts, I just want to go through your history here. So right now, we have Joe Biden just shy of 45,000, 44,916. If we go back to 2016, the president won the state by 10,704. In your experience and based on your history, how likely is it if you have a balance, that one 4 years ago was 10,000, if we have something in the ballpark of 45,000 votes, how likely is it in your history that if there's a recount, that result would change?
Well, let's wait and see as we get to that. I hear what you're saying, and I want to be able to give you as much data as we have and we can, but I also know that data can change, and we have to, the process is still, the first count, that first tabulation is still happening right now. So I actually just want to step back, like we're asking everyone to do, and let that count happen. And then once we're through that process, we can kind of go back and, evaluate what comes next. We know what definitely will come next is the official canvassing.
Hey, what's up,
Candyman? The State Board of Canvassers
what's up, brother?
Again, check every process. A recount may or may not come.
Crazy Michigan, right?
Races at that point.
We're here for you, bro.
But right now, in this moment, we're just focusing on tabulating every outstanding absentee ballot that was in by 8 o'clock yesterday to make sure that that first tabulation, that first unofficial result, is as accurate as possible.
Madam Secretary, you heard the president overnight basically declaring victory, claiming that fraud was being committed,
and you guys might wonder,
making false statements on Twitter, essentially saying that votes
he just said Twitter
magically appearing overnight or things were being dumped. Just to be clear on what you are actually counting right now,
Anderson Cooper just said Twitter
that have taken place in the correct time frame that they had to take place. You are simply just counting the votes that exist. Is that correct?
Correct, and meticulously making sure every ballot is valid. Everyone got in on time.
This election of this year is going to give me a permanent tick.
We've got lots of checks in place to, again, make sure that we're only counting valid votes, that we're counting one vote per voter, of course, and just all the different things that we need to do to protect the integrity of the process are playing out. And we've all been talking about this for weeks. We've known at this point the misinformation that we've seen percolate throughout this entire cycle was going to escalate if we indeed found ourselves in a moment like this. So we have to recognize all of that, and I know we are, is occurring, playing out as many predicted. And here in Michigan, in my role, in the role of our clerks all across the state, we're just going to keep counting. We're going to keep doing our jobs. We're going to keep reporting out the totals, following the data, and we'll let lots of other folks kind of with the knowledge of history, look into the data and make other types of predictions of what's going to come next. I'm just staying very focused on the present, counting every vote, making sure every vote counts.
Jocelyn Benson, we appreciate all your hard work. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Still ahead, another top election official, this time from Pennsylvania. We'll talk about the outstanding ballots there and where we expect to hear who won that critical battleground as our special live coverage continues.
Panera's Chef Cross makes a pizza. He doesn't just make a pizza. He uses fresh, clean ingredients to make a masterpiece. Taste our delicious new flatbread pizzas today. Panera.
Let's take care of each other. Do a little more good. That's what we want at United Healthcare. It's why we have Dual Complete, a plan for people with Medicare and Medicaid. Dual Complete lets you keep your current benefits and gives you even more coverage at no extra cost. Call United Healthcare today to learn about the extra benefits you could get. What do we mean by extra benefits? Most plans give you over $600 in credits to shop for approved health items, and up to $50 a month for healthy foods. You'll also get $0 copays on any drug that's...
Give me a second here, guys. I can get this sound going. I think they're going to a commercial right now anyway, but we can listen, see when we here. Let me see here. Let me see.
Perfect for sealing our...
For various races at that point.
There it is. Now this one's got bad audio and video, but it's matched up. The other one's got smooth audio. It's just got commercials. Too adapted.
We'll be ready for anything, but right now, at this moment, we're just focusing on tabulating every outstanding absentee ballot that was in by 8 o'clock yesterday to make sure that that first tabulation, that first unofficial result is as accurate as possible.
Madam Secretary, you heard the president overnight basically declaring victory, claiming that fraud was being committed, and making false statements on Twitter, essentially saying that votes for Joe Biden were magically appearing overnight or things were being dumped. Just to be clear on what you are actually counting right now, these are all votes that have taken place in the correct time frame that they had to take place. You are simply just counting the votes that exist. Is that correct?
Correct, and meticulously making sure every ballot is valid. Everyone got in on time, everyone was signed by a registered voter. We've got lots of checks in place to, again, make sure that we're only counting valid votes, that we're counting one vote per voter, of course, and just all the different things that we need to do to protect the integrity of the process are playing out. That's why it's taking time.
Man, it smells so strong like cannabis in here.
Process working, and we've known. And we've all been talking about this for weeks. We've known at this point,
smells so
this information that we've seen per cycle was going to potentially escalate if we indeed found ourselves in a moment like this. So we have to recognize all that, and I know we are, is occurring, playing out as many predicted. And here in Michigan, in my role and the role of our clerks all across the state, we're just going to keep counting. We're going to keep doing our jobs. We're going to keep reporting out the totals, following the data, and we'll let lots of other folks kind of with the knowledge of history look into the data and make other types of predictions of what's going to come next. I'm just staying very focused on the present, counting every vote, making sure every vote counts.
Justin Benson, we appreciate all your hard work. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Still ahead, another top election official, this time from Pennsylvania. We'll talk about the outstanding ballots there and where we expect to hear who won that critical battleground as our special live coverage continues.
Jack hair has the least amount of stem, most amount of bud, most amount of thick bud too. It's all dense and nuggy, like we like. Psh, nobody's got 2 copies of The Emperor Wears No Clothes anymore, Val. Psh, unreal. Nobody even does it like that. What are you doing, pal? What are you even doing? Psh. What are you doing, pal? Nobody's doing it like that. Psh. Unreal, pal. Unreal. You got racist words on your books, pal. Psh, unreal. This is racist, pal. Psh, unreal.
And we have a key race alert. Let's look at the vote totals in Pennsylvania and Georgia. In Pennsylvania, President Trump ahead with 463,710 votes. That is a slight drop of just about 10,000 votes, so a gain for Joe Biden as more votes have been counted of about 10,000 votes, but President Trump still ahead by 463,710. And in the state of Georgia, President Trump ahead by 82,987 votes. That is 5,000 votes less than he was just a short time ago. But again, more votes are coming in, and more still. 93% of the vote estimated in Georgia has been counted. In Pennsylvania, 80% as well. Let's go to John King, who's standing by. Let's take a look at Georgia.
So Anderson, you see the president's lead shrinking a little bit, right? So, because they're counting the votes. The question is, are there enough votes out there for Joe Biden to overcome this? You look, 82,987 is where we are right now. We do know that the bulk of the votes still to be counted. There's some absentee ballots in Fulton County here to be counted. DeKalb County, you move over here. And what is unique about these counties? Number one, Joe Biden getting 83% of the vote here, 86% in. It's a lot of ballots, maybe 40,000, 50,000 ballots to be counted here. More as you move over to Fulton County, again, the former vice president getting 72% of the vote there. So you know, just in those two counties, Joe Biden has been doing very well, and the votes come in. So you have to wait to count them. As we pull out to this, one of the metrics we're trying to do now as we watch this, and this is an estimate, but if you look at Georgia right now, and you see where the president's lead is, Joe Biden right now is getting 48.5 or 49%, if you want to roll that up. He's going to have to get somewhere in the ballpark of 59, 60% of the remaining votes to catch up. Can he do that? If you look at that number, you would say, well, probably not, because that's not what he's getting so far. But then you go back into where these votes, we know the bulk of them are, not all of them, but the bulk of them are in Democratic strongholds like Fulton County and DeKalb County, where where the former vice president is doing very well. That's why we leave open the possibility, right? Joe Biden has to win a very high percentage of the votes that are still out, but the bulk of them are in strong Democratic places.
Justin.
So we'll wait the day out.
What was the margin that President Trump won Georgia in 2016?
I'm doing something right.
No question, it's closer this time. So you see right there, and you come back in. 5 points there, if you round up that 46, 51 to 46. Again, this is why the Clinton campaign got it closer last time. It's why the Biden campaign thought changing demographics, especially the suburban revolt, you could get it closer.
They're ready for deep storage, man. They're going into a
2 million votes and change.
Nice, cool,
4
dark
years ago,
place.
2.3 million votes now. So another one of the places, this is one of the refreshing parts, even as we go through these tense hours and potentially days ahead, our turnout was up in many, many places. But 53.3 to 48.5, it's a little tighter. And again, we're not done. We need to count votes.
Let's look at Pennsylvania.
So let's move up to Pennsylvania. Bigger state, 20 electoral votes. This one, obviously it's a must win for the Trump campaign. And there's the president, 463,000 now. Again, it was 600,000 last night when I left here. So it is coming down some. Will it come down more? You got to look at where the votes are out. And you come down here, Montgomery County, 88%, suburbs around Philadelphia. Come straight into Delaware County, more of the suburbs around Philadelphia, 74%. Come into the largest county of them all, Philadelphia County itself. We have it right here, about 60% of the vote counted there. We know a lot of this is in inner city Philadelphia. So again, you pull it out and you look at the size of that lead and you think, is that insurmountable? I'm just checking the notes to make sure I get this right. By our math, by our estimate, the former vice president would have to get about 2/3 of the outstanding ballots. So you look, he's getting 45% right now. Can he get 65, 66%? If you look at that number, you would think probably not, but then the same thing in Georgia. Where are these votes? Number one. We know a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are in Democratic places like Allegheny County. We know that, number one. And we also know from our data that the people who mailed their ballots in, those are disproportionately Democrats. Disproportionate enough to get the vice president back in the hunt, the former vice president back in the hunt. That's what we're going to find out as we count them throughout the day in Pennsylvania and elsewhere.
And big picture, on the path to 270, where are we?
So let's pull this out. I just want to show you, look at this map right now, right? I'm going to walk over to the other wall in just a second. But you look at this map right now, you see it all filled in red and blue. Just want to make an important point. We have not called some of these states. You see the ones that just went gray, right? When I show you this map, we're showing you who's leading in those states. We have not called a lot of these states because they're close. So let's come over here, and this is where we have it. This is where we have it right now. 227 called for Joe Biden, projected by us, 213 for President Trump. And again, to emphasize this point about how important the count is today, let's just go through this, and I'll do it from the president's perspective first. Lead is shrinking a little bit. Sorry about that. Lead is shrinking a little bit. Let me turn that off. Lead is shrinking a little bit, but the president's leading in Georgia. President's leading in North Carolina. When we count the votes in Alaska, we're fairly certain that goes that way, right? So you get that point up there. Let's look up Maine's 2nd congressional district. He's not going to get them all. That's my mistake. Let me come back in here. Joe Biden's going to get these. The president may get one of those. So there it gets the president up to 248. So now let's flip the table. Again, this is why those Biden leads today, do they hold up as they keep counting?
I love this shit.
Biden's leading in Arizona. Biden's leading in Nevada. That gets him to 244. He's leading in Wisconsin, 254. There's Michigan, your finish line, 270, even without the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So the president not only needs to hold that, he needs to flip something else. He needs to flip something where he is right now trailing, or else Donald Trump is a one-term president. But this is where we are now. We're not done.
Not by a long shot. John, thanks very much. Aaron?
Well, to Pennsylvania, crucial. The day unfolds, the counting wraps up in Michigan, and now all eyes starting to turn to Pennsylvania, including those eyes that come with election law attorneys attached to them, both sides. gearing up for battle over Keystone State ballots. And it could get rough because there's so much we don't know, as you just heard John King laying out. Let's go to the Secretary of the Commonwealth, Democrat Kathy Boockvar, and good to have you back with me, Madam Secretary. So let's just start with where we are. Earlier today, when you were speaking, you said there are millions of ballots left to count in Pennsylvania. So tell us where you are right now.
So there's still over 1 million ballots left to count. You could go to votespa.com and track it yourself. We have lots of data there, broken down by county, broken down by party, showing you not only what ballots have been counted, but what still remains broken down by county. So counties are furiously at work today, counting every vote, making sure that every eligible voter does not, has the opportunity to express their voice and get their vote counted.
All right, so you're saying still over 1 million left to count. But obviously that number has moved significantly over the past few hours as we've been talking today. So when do you expect we're going to know a winner, Secretary?
So, as you know, the closer the race, the longer it takes to know a winner. But I think, as I've been saying all along, I think the overwhelming majority of ballots will be counted by Friday. And actually, at this point, it's looking like it's going to be significantly sooner than that.
Significantly sooner, so possibly tomorrow or even earlier.
Check back with me later on today.
All right, let me bring in John King. Yeah, go ahead.
Website, honestly.
Okay, so let me just bring in
the website is tracking it
moment by moment. I'm sorry, there's a little bit obviously of a delay here. John King, let me bring you in because I know you have some specific questions to ask the Secretary as well.
Well, number one, completely respect that this process takes time, Madam Secretary. I'm grateful for your time because we know you're busy double and triple checking. But I don't mean any offense to any people in the Commonwealth, but some of these outstanding counties matter more than others just because there are more votes. When you say it could be a day or so, you're hoping by the end of the day. What about Philadelphia City? I ask in the context of we still have it, maybe it's a different number now, please correct me if I'm wrong, at 61% in. And so you're the Trump campaign, you say we have a big lead, we wish Pennsylvania would stop counting. That's not the way it works. But if you're Biden campaign, you very much want to know what's left in Philadelphia, because if you look here, he's getting 78% of the vote. You have about 40% of the votes still to count if that number is still correct. And when you pull it out and look statewide, that's a big jump Joe Biden would have to make to catch up. We look at it and we think he has to win about 2/3 of the outstanding votes in Pennsylvania. We'll be able to answer that question when we see Philadelphia and the suburbs around it. Is there a priority on getting the bigger pool of votes, those bigger counties, including Philadelphia, done quicker?
So, as you know, Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth, right? And each county is running these elections and running them incredibly well. Philadelphia, like every other county in the state, has staffed up, has gotten equipment, it has best practices in place, and are really working furiously to get these votes done. So, obviously, a county that has hundreds of thousands of ballots is going to have more staff and equipment than a county with a couple of thousand ballots. But I want every single voter, every single qualified voter's voice to be heard and ballots to be counted. I don't care where they live in the Commonwealth.
And so let me ask you, Secretary, the Trump campaign says they're requesting a recount in Wisconsin. And obviously you're still counting. You're doing your first count. You said you've got over 1 million ballots left to go. But are you preparing for a recount? Do you think that this is inevitable for you as well?
I don't think it's inevitable. We are definitely tracking it. In Pennsylvania, there's an automatic recount if the race is within 0.5% difference between the winner and the person in second. So in 2016, I believe the final results were 0.7%, so there was no automatic recount. Today remains to be seen. I think we'll know a lot more by the end of the day when we see where we are.
Interesting, but you don't think it's inevitable? It's, look, these numbers are coming in. There's so much we still don't know. I want to give you a chance to respond to one other thing, Secretary Boockvar, and that is the president today tweeting, and I quote him, "They are working hard to make up 500,000 vote advantage in Pennsylvania disappear ASAP. Likewise, Michigan and others." I guess referring to people like you, they are making, trying to take those votes away. What's your response to that?
My response is we've been saying all along, and you all know this, and thank you for all your repeating of this so that the voters all know, which I think they do, that elections are never called on election day. They've never been.
Pennsylvania
every vote, every qualified voter gets to have their voice heard. And as you know, military voters and overseas voters have a full week after election day to cast their ballot. I know that I will never, ever want to disenfranchise the men and women who are bravely serving our country, nor any other eligible voter across the Commonwealth.
You guys,
so
look
we
at
we
the
are
overall
counting
vote.
every vote, and the counties are doing incredibly diligently and accurately and as quickly as they can.
All right, Madam Secretary, I appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing some of it with us, with everything that you have going on today. Thank you.
70.
Aaron, thanks. Another potentially big development in the fight for the Senate. Brianna Keeler is
67.
back with that. Brianna?
70 to
We're keeping our eye on
67
Maine at this point in time with the Democratic
million.
challenger.
Can you believe
Sarah
that?
Gideon, who is the House
The popular
Speaker there in
vote
Maine,
is way
has
for Biden.
called Susan Collins, the incumbent Republican, to congratulate her on winning this election. So we are still waiting to project this at this point in time. You can see the breakdown here.
By more than 2 million.
49.8% for Susan Collins. 43.4% for Sarah Gideon. Maine has a unique ranked choice process that they go through, which is why
If they don't get,
still
if they
awaiting
don't
more
get
results with 75%
the electoral
of the
votes, does it
estimated
go to
vote
the
in. But at
popular?
this point, Susan Collins is more than 40,000
Does
votes
anybody know?
ahead Anderson, and the Democratic challenger has called her to congratulate her on winning this race. Of course, this Anderson was a seat that Democrats had hoped to pick up, which is just showing you how difficult this has been compared to what they thought it was going to be. Look here at the balance of power in the Senate. They needed 51 seats to flip the Senate. Here they have 47. Republicans have 47. Democrats have 46. They each have a pickup, so far canceling each other out. But at this point in time, 7 seats are remaining unprojected, and not much has changed in the Senate, where Democrats were hoping that they would be able to really affect some change there.
Yeah, Brianna Keeler, appreciate it. Thanks. The ballot counting continues in the key remaining states, and the numbers are slowly changing. The latest on the road to 270 with John King is next.
What if neither of them reach 270? Then what? Is it possible? Is it possible for neither of them to get 270? Do you guys know? If it goes to the people, and it's a 2 million people, 2 million people right now. It's according to this, it's God, man. Man, it's like 2.7 million people. It's like 2.7 million people over have voted Biden. He's definitely winning the popular vote like Hillary Clinton did. Sure, he's going to say that's a fake votes, fake voting, they're voting fake, COVID, fake voting, fake voting, fake voting, they're voting fake voting, fake voting. I've got stuff I got to do, guys. So we'll get together later and do this some more. What do you guys say? I have a feeling we're still going to be at this later. So if something comes up, I'll go live. But I got stuff I really have to go do. So check out my friend Ron Placone, ronplacone.com. And he's also at lucyandron.com. He's got his own channel on YouTube. Get your news on with Ron. It's Ron Placone on YouTube. You go to Ron Placone on Twitter and you send him your news articles and he'll read them on the air for you on his show. It's great. He's a stand-up comic and a writer for the Jimmy Dore Show. And if you also on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and you click that notifications button next to subscribe and click all so you get notified every time he goes live, and maybe I'll meet up with you in his live stream one day. We'll both be in the audience and we'll be able to support him there. He's also on Facebook and Instagram at Ron Placone. Tell him I sent you. You guys, thank you so much for watching this. We'll be back, so make sure you friend me up, follow me, you know, sign up for notifications so you know when my show goes live, okay? And I'll see you guys on the next one today, okay? It'll be fun, guaranteed. I got stuff I gotta go do. Love you guys. Take care, y'all. It's so hard to hang up on 46 people. On 46 people. When you're just a loser, no. God, the waterfall looks so beautiful outside too. It's so pretty out there. The water's all clean, man. It's a beautiful day. I should water my front yard. Psst. Nobody waters the front yard anymore, pal. Unreal. Alright, you guys are great. I'll see you guys later. Just come back. We'll do this again.